Welcome, Virgo Libra, to your ASTRODICE reading for April. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope. I wish it could resonate with everyone, but it can't. So if it doesn't resonate, please watch your regular sun, rising, moon, or Venus readings. Okay, here we go. Virgo Libra. Libra, what is going on with them? We have Saturn coming in as your planet in the 10th house with Sagittarius energy. Very nice. So that's Saturn going on. This is the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Okay, doing it Sag style over here. That's some great energy right there. The energy imbues us power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. So really getting in there with a lot of power, going straight into the 10th house we were talking about. Your achievements and status in the outside world. This could be your work, your goals, things of this nature, right? Talking about your public image, relationships with authority figures, could be your boss, just work in general. Okay, so it could be some kind of work with the outside influences around you. Could be having some problems with some coworkers or the boss, or just trying to gain wisdom about this job. Okay, let's clarify to see what's going on over here. The situation takes place in the beginning of the month, the mid-month, and the end of the month. Okay, here we go. In the beginning of the month, you might be walking away from this challenge and moving on towards something better. You might be changing jobs. This is exactly what it looks like for a lot of you because of the Sagittarius. We've got Sagittarius twice. Because it's not empowering you. It's not making you feel like you're in the right place, right? This is not, it just feels like it's not a good place for you anymore. Maybe you had problems with the boss being the King of Wands. Maybe you and the boss didn't see eye to eye. Maybe you're having problems with coworkers, something of this nature. So it does look like you are walking away from a job. So maybe you just didn't want to accept that challenge anymore. I would say that you gained wisdom, that your wisdom was, I don't need to be here. That was it, right? I don't need to be here anymore. I can find something better. Going straight into mid-month. Yes, looking for your 10 of Cups. So it could be you're looking for something better, something that can bring in more money. Maybe you weren't making enough money at the time and it was too challenging to get things done. Maybe if you're like a car salesman, for instance, you have to sell so many cars to, you know, make money, and you just couldn't sell the cars. Think about cars over here with the swords, right? He's sitting on a boat. So, but yeah, you know, and I just can't sell enough houses. I can't sell enough this and that. So I'm going to go find something that has, you know, is a better job. So going after something that's better for you, your family, your prosperities. Clarifying. At this time in mid-month, you don't really see anything. We don't see any ships coming in. It feels like you are putting in resumes. You are trying to stay very confident and enthusiastic as possible. But it doesn't look like there's many openings at this time like you thought there would be. It kind of gives you kind of, it makes you feel kind of secluded. And you might even feel like you're reclusing yourself away a little bit during mid-month because you are really trying your hardest to, and keeping the good faith, you know, in finding a new job or whatever the situation is. Okay. So yeah, it just really feels like I'm just going to kind of hide out a little bit. So you might start feeling a little down in the mid-month, feeling like you're hiding out a little while you're waiting for these resumes or whatever it is to come through. Okay. If you're having problems within a relationship at work and you're walking just away from that person, you could be kind of reclusing yourself away from that person, right? For just for your own temperaments. take it how it resonates. But yeah. In the end of the month, you have this toxicity coming up, you know, but you're still planning. It just doesn't feel like the things are going the way you want them to go with the devil over here. And it feels like there's a lot of negative things going on within your life at the end of the month that are keeping you away from your success. It could be with a Capricorn causing a lot of problems, but you're still patiently planning over here and trying to be successful, looking for this job, looking for this resolution or conclusion to the problem. But it does look like somebody could be starting up some problems with you from the outside world over here. Clarifying on the situation in the middle. Yeah. It could be some kind of ex coming back in. It could be an ex. It might be that you use that resume or whatever, that boss on that resume, and maybe they're causing toxic problems within the new resume. And they're kind of talking down about the way you worked at the other job, something of this nature. It could be anything. But this toxicness really has you in kind of a sorrow and grief moment. And it does feel like you do have this person over here who's being a little cold and sour towards you, with the Queen of Wands bringing in also another energy as well. So it could even be making you cold and sour towards this other person, and a little bitter as you're trying to do this, because it feels like they're interfering in the middle of you trying to either get a new job or fix the relationship between whatever it is, or maybe you don't want to fix the relationship with them. It could be a possibility. However it is, it feels like for a lot of you there is a lot of gossip going on around the workplace or the outside area that this is going on in. But you are trying to ignore that so that you can continue to just be peaceful and continue doing what you need to be doing. But it is very upsetting, and it's kind of a holdback in some ways. That's why it kind of feels like it could be an old boss that you put on a resume, or that boss who is not giving the best feedback to another job. So you might want to watch that. And that would not be good either, because if, let's say you were with that job for 10 years, and that's the only job you really had, and if they're giving bad feedback, it's going to hurt your resume. But you're determined to keep going strong until you find another job with the Four of Coins. Looks like by... Yeah. The Four of Coins and the Star over here. Well, you're not going to give up on this, of course. It looks like somebody is going to give you a chance, though, anyways, with the Star over here. So it looks like they're not really worried about what the other person says, or one of these other jobs may not even call that boss at all, or not take any... like not take their credit, you know what I mean? Like you have it on your resume, this happened, that happened, and they're just kind of looking at what you're doing, not so much about how you and the boss were. You see what I'm saying? They're not taking any of that into account. It looks like they're going to give you a chance, which is a good thing. But it does look like over here, there were some places that were actually kind of listening to what this boss was saying. But it does look like you do have, with the Four of Coins over here, somebody taking into recognition your accountability of what you're doing, instead of, you see what I'm saying? Instead of listening to what this person has to say. They're not listening to the gossip, the drama, or any of these harsh things that's coming out of this. Hey, you have both. So harsh words coming out like gossip. But it does look like it could take some time, though, because it looks like it's rounding itself out way towards the end of April, going straight into May before you really 100% find that one job or what fix this situation. Okay, looks like it's the 30th of the month, maybe May 1st, somewhere around there. Okay. But just watch this person because they really are trying to start up some stuff over here. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love.